You've probably heard in math that of means times, but let's look at why that is. Let's say you have this guy who's running around the track, and you want to know how many yards he has run. Well, the first thing you need to know is how many yards around the track is. And this track is 100 yards around. So if I told you that he ran around that track one time, that would be 1 times 100, and he would have run 100 yards. Let's say he runs around that track 2 times. That would be 2 times 100, and he will have run 200 yards. What if he runs around the track half of a time? How many yards does he run then? Well, we do the same thing, because a number times a fraction is that fraction of that number. So in this case, I would say 100 times 1/2 gives me 100 over 2, and that's the same as 100 divided by 2. And in this case, he will have run 50 yards. So taking 1/2 of something, or 1/2 times something, is the same as dividing by 2. Now, the reason why this works is because 2 and 1/2 are reciprocals. And remember that reciprocals are two values that when multiplied together give you 1. The reason why this is so important is because multiplying by one reciprocal is the same as dividing by the other, which is going to become really important when you're dividing fractions. So let's look at some other examples. Let's say he runs around the track 1/4 of a time, or 1/4 of a time. Well, I could say that 100 times 1 over 4. And if we look at that and we make 100 over 1 and multiply it out, that becomes 100 over 4. And that's the same as 100 divided by 4. In both cases, the answer is going to be that he has run 25 yards around. What you see here is that 100 times 1/4 is the same as 100 divided by 4. That multiplying by one number is the same as dividing by its reciprocal. The same is true if he runs 1/5 of a time around. 100 times 1/5 is the same as 100 divided by 5. In both cases, he will have run 20 yards around. This is significant because when you're dividing fractions, the only way to divide a fraction is to multiply by its reciprocal. And it's really important to be able to find reciprocals. So how do you find a reciprocal? Well, the reciprocal of any fraction is just found by flipping that fraction upside down, by flipping the numerator and the denominator. If I have 2 over 5 and I flip these two numbers, 5 over 2 is the reciprocal of 2 over 5. I know that they're reciprocals because multiplied together they give me 1. Now, what about whole numbers? What if I want to find the reciprocal of the number 3? Well, if I put the number 3 over 1, which is the same as 3, then I now have a fraction that I can flip upside down. If I switch this numerator and this denominator, I find that the reciprocal of 3 is 1/3. So a number times a fraction gives you that fraction of that number. Multiplying by a number is the same as dividing by its reciprocal, which is important because the only way to divide by fractions is to multiply by the reciprocal.